Sonny, Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building. Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. This fly was fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown. Here comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
Yo, everybody doing? King Dingbat here, and welcome to the Philly Shakedown post-game show. All I gotta say is 3-0. 3-0, Joey. What is going on? What is happening?
No, I'm ready. Like today, we destroyed. We had a little bit of a special interest going into this game that we wanted to take care of. So because we had a really meltdown type weekend with some things we had to discuss about certain situations involving a former player of ours.
Yeah, it brought up. It's been an emotional week. It's brought up a lot of emotions, a lot of things that have been kind of buried and forgotten about for at least 2 years now. So it's crazy. And let me say hi to everybody. We're on both channels today. I appreciate Joey letting me do this on my channel too. I just had some things going on. I didn't have a chance to do another video. Student review. What's up, Caesar? Philly Nation 307. Ryder, Arthur, Underdog Champ, Madani, Super Tony, Filioso. What's happening?
Yo.
What is going on? And Chris Kaufman Jr., thank you for the super chat. He goes, do you think Carson thought our defense was exotic today? I don't think Carson knows what exotic means anymore after today. You know, I mean, if you wrote a script for an Eagle fan, right, and you're saying, how do you want this to go? Especially going up against Carson Wentz, I couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, could you ask for anything better than to just totally destroy this guy?
No, I didn't even think we were going to do this much at all. Like, they just dominated. Defensively just dominated. Carson, I mean, none of these receivers for Washington had no stats. I mean, they couldn't get a pass. I mean, they didn't have a fair game today because their quarterback could not stay upright. And he looked, it reminded me of what he used to look like with us. Like, he looked robotic. He holds on to the ball for way too long. He's not pre ACL. He doesn't look the same athletically. I think we all know that. I think we can see that.
I don't think he looks as athletic as he did 2019. Like, did you see him try to run? Like, he can't run. He's stationary, and he still throws with like that sidearm throw. Like he really hasn't. You know, the thing with Carson is when Carson looks bad, he looks bad, and then when he looks good, he could look good. And it's like you never know what you're going to get. But if you pressure him early, especially, you'll screw him up the whole game. And I thought, especially early, that the interior defensive line just was eating. You had Hargrave, Fletcher Cox. I mean, they were getting pressure, and then the end started getting pressure. I said Reddick would have 2 sacks and a fumble. He had 1.5 sacks and a fumble. Unfortunately, they got the ball back. But, I mean, I thought that the defensive line was dominating today. You know? Rudy Coaxum, thank you for super chat. He goes, I'm still a little worried because we haven't been scoring the second half. That's something we need to work on. What are your thoughts on the scoring second half? And then I'll give mine because it may be a little different.
I think it's, I think they have this system right now to where it depends who they're playing. So they probably figured Carson's not playing well. He's not going to play well the rest of the game. I felt like offensively with Shane Steichen, they pretty much did the same thing, trying to garner as much possession time as possible, but yet just trying to waste time off the clock, then defensively taking their foot off the gas, playing more prevent and trying to waste more time, keeping them not giving up the big play and wasting more time on the clock. Are they doing this because of the team that they're playing? Is it have they have to be in a specific lead? Are they going to do this down the road when it comes to what if the Eagles are in a playoff game? Like, are they going to change the way they do things in the second half? Because to me, it's purposely, it's not accidental.
Yeah, my thoughts are kind of similar. I think if this is a 17-17 game going to second half, I don't think they play the same way. I mean, we were beating Detroit by halftime. We were beating the crap out of Minnesota by halftime. We're beating Washington by halftime. And I think they got to become a little better at finishing. I think this is something to clean up, not worry about.
Right.
But I think that people are going to make a huge deal of this week. This is going to be what everybody's worried about. And I'm not as worried, but but they got to clean it up because you don't want to be in a situation where it comes back and haunts you.
Right.
And it could. Richard Henny, thank you for the super chat. He goes, I won $210 off the first touchdown. Man, congratulations, man. That's a nice hit right there. Yeah, absolutely. Mafia Farm 1, thank you for super chat, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Philly 500, you should start a channel called Mark's Meltdowns and play every single meltdown, especially Brother Screw. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. RB 84, I don't know what that. David Super Chat goes, hey, Wentz lovers, it hurts, don't it? That's beautiful. That's really, I like that. That's it. Let me catch up to these. Berto 824, David Super Chat goes, Covey was a crash test dummy. Well, that's the concern I have more than anything else. Is I'm afraid that they're going to get burnt by special teams at some point. It just scares me.
The guy is standing upright every time he gets tackled. He's not low. He already muffed the punt today. So what are they going to do with him? Like they got to do something here. Even when he had a lot of room, I don't know how I forgot when it was on the punt return. He had a lot of room, so he ran a little bit, and he's just getting tackled in his shoulders and arms. He looks like a pretzel, like a hot dog.
Yeah.
And he's standing. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's got ability, and I think he needs to be on the practice squad and go through the year on a practice squad.
Right.
I think you need to go outside and try to bring in somebody. I say call Deshaun Jackson. Say, look, you ain't playing for nobody anyways. Well, you ain't playing, but why don't you come in and just do punt returns? I bet you he could do it, man. But that scares me more than giving up than not scoring points second half. I just think that's something they got to clean up, I do want to pull up some of these statistics though, real quick, right? Let's both quarterbacks. So Hurts was 22 of 35, 340 yards, 3 touchdowns, quarterback rating of 123. I mean, that's unbelievable. Yeah. Dude, it was unbelievable. And some of the throws he made, especially Devontae Smith, who we'll talk about in a minute here, was absolutely fantastic. Carson was 25 of 43, 211 yards, 4.9 yards a throw. He had a rating of 71. Let me tell you, I would say 15 of those completions are total garbage time completions.
Yeah, at the end, right?
They're garbage time. He had
time.
He was 2 of 9 for 10 yards, I think, at half or something like that.
They were negative 16.
Horrible.
They were negative 16 yards offensively at the half. Negative 16.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean that's garbage, and it pissed me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little pissed off that it was like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and they're still trying to score and then do onside kicks. It's like this game's over. Like I would have rubbed it in their face, dude. I would have. I would have totally done it, man. Let me go before I get to some of these super chats. Let's look at the receivers real quick. We'll look at the rushing yards. So Miles Sanders, not really a great day. I thought Washington came in focused on the run. That was their big plan. Miles, 15 carries, 46 yards, average 3.1. Hurts, 9 carries, 20 yards. Gainwell, 3 for 6. Pascal, 1 for nothing. And Scott, 2 for 0. So, I mean, the running game wasn't really there. But where they killed Washington was, and Devontae Smith. I mean, Devontae Smith, I've been saying, he is a man. He is a man. A skinny man, but he's a man. 8 catches, 169 yards, 21.1 average, 1 touchdown, long of a 45. I think he had 2 45-yard catches today. To me, he could have, if the Eagles would have kept their foot on the gas, he would have had 200 yards in this game,
Oh, yeah.
A.J. Brown, 5 catches, 85 yards, 1 touchdown. Grant Calcaterra, I thought that was a great play. I mean, he definitely has some skill. Yeah, 1 catch, 40 yards. Goddard, 3 catches, 26 yards, and a touchdown. He got hurt. I don't know how serious it is. Yeah. Pascal, 3 for 18. Stahl, 1 for 4. Watkins, nothing. And then Miles Sanders 1 for -2 yards. That's pretty good. And then defensively, we had 9 sacks. So Edwards had a sack, which should have been Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis let him off the hook. He's got to wrap that guy up.
Right.
But he should have had a sack. But TJ Edwards a sack. Brandon Graham 2.5. I thought Brandon Graham looked like an all-pro today. I can't believe this guy's coming back from an Achilles. Hassan Reddick 1.5. Fletcher Cox 1.5. Josh Sweat 1.5. Hargrave 1. So 9 sacks. That's a hell of a day, Joey.
It's a big day. I said 3 to 5. So I want them to get 10 just to put the nail in the coffin on double digits. So why not?
Right. Let's get this on super chats. Thank you guys so much for being here. We got over 708 people total in the stream. We thank you guys. If you're new to the channel, click the like, subscribe, and if you're in my stream, click the link and go sub up my man Joey Shakes. Tyree says, and thank you for super chat. He goes, Covey ass got abused all game, no Vaseline. Now we're talking. No, he got raw dogged. Yes, he did. Yeah, I'm a little. I think he's got capability, but I just don't think he's ready.
What do you do with him? What do you do with him now? What's your plan now?
I put him right back on the practice squad for the rest of the year.
Okay.
And I let him just learn because they can't bring him up anymore, right? They can't do it.
No.
So it's going to be interesting. Bad news, VA said, thank you for super chat. He goes, boy, if it wasn't a double moonwalk of a game, I don't know what is. We had Carson's number all day. It couldn't go any better. 40 boy, thank you for super chat. He goes, bring Deshaun Jackson back for kick returner, punt return. By the way, 3-0, baby. I would take a chance. Why not? What's he doing? Mafia Farm, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Eagles fan living in Dallas. Yes. He goes, I'm loving life right now. Love both of you show boys. Thank you, man. He says, they keep me sane around the cow turds. Oh, I'm sure, man. But yeah, that's tough. And those people they're delusional. I don't know about you, Joe. I had a lot of Cowboy fans just coming at me the whole game. And they were like, you didn't beat anybody. You haven't beaten anybody with a winning record. I'm like, dude, Detroit didn't have a losing record when we played them. Minnesota had a winning record, and Washington was 500. I don't know what these people are so stuck in the past. They look at it and they think it's the same team as last year. Right. It's not the same team. True. Anime Black Live, thank you for the super chat. He goes, if Hurts connects with AJ and Smitty on those deep 2 bombs, the half looks different. I'm not worried about our second half yet. 3-0, pound hurt season. Yeah, definitely hurt season. Yeah, I'm not worried about it too. I think they got to be a little more aggressive, a little longer, clean it up, and I think they'll be fine. I'm not going to worry about it yet.
Right.
Eric Cruz, thank you for super chat. He goes, they got to fix punt return situation. I think so, Joey. I think they need to go out and bring somebody in.
Somebody. Give it a shot. I don't know who's out there, but
I'll call Devin Hester at this point. Maybe he wasn't coming out to retire. I don't know who. I don't care. I don't know. He might be limping or whatever. Who cares? I'm willing to do it. Mafia Farm, thank you for super chat. He goes, keep holding Gannon accountable. He is still our weakest link. Got to hold him accountable. I agree. But I can't kill him today. I can't kill him.
Can't.
Big Z, thank you for super chat. He goes, Jalen F. Hurts, Wentz meat riders in shambles. That's awesome. True Johnson, thank you for super chat. He says, great start, keep soaring, but to greatness. Got to. We got to stay consistent, That's the most important thing. These things are coming. I can't keep up with these, dude. Witch King of Agmore, thank you for the super chat. Huge asshole can return punts and kicks.
That was great.
They got us good last night.
They did. I put it up on Twitter, by the way.
Did you? I'll have to check it out. Say Boogie, thank you for the super chat. He goes, fun fact. Quez Watkins would have had an easy 50-yard touchdown if he didn't get held on that play. That's so true. To be honest, the defender had to grab him because he definitely would have scored. Hurts threw it on the money. Yeah, I remember that. You're right. There were a couple plays I thought early on, they're letting these corners really grab and hold these. And I'm okay with it as long as it stays consistent, But
true.
Hey, it is what it is. As a Boogie, thank you for super chat. We appreciate it, man. Spirit Vash says, I do wish we could play a top-tier team like Miami did this week with the Bills just to see if we could. We can. Listen, I think we can. The week going into week 2, everybody was saying Minnesota's got the best offense. They're a really good team. You got to watch out Minnesota. And then it's like as soon as you beat them, they're nothing.
Oh,
you know.
I think the Jags are coming off a pretty good game against who'd they play? They played the Chargers.
They beat the Chargers.
Yeah.
They beat the Chargers. Yeah, they're going to be tough next week. Oh, I mean, I think we'll win, but it's a tough game, you know.
Right.
Jock Talks 8500 Joe. You guys were my first 2 subs. Paul, thank you, man.
Thanks, man.
We appreciate that. DC for Life, Dave from Super Chat goes, did you see butt punt Miami game? I did not see it. No. I haven't seen any of the highlights from any of the other games, man. It's been nonstop today.
Yeah.
You know? The Vikings were pretty good, even won today, and we beat them. Yeah, look, they could score points, and we did a good job against them. I understand the narrative last year. People want to say it. But if you look at our schedule, there's not one week except for what? Maybe the Green Bay game that you're going to look and say, oh, the Eagles didn't play somebody good. I mean, we're going to hear this all year because the schedule is not tough.
True.
You know? Brody, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, defense quieted the masses. They play great. Offense looks great as they gel more and more. The sky is the ceiling for this team, man. It is. This is a good team. I think this is the best Eagles team since 2017.
You could tell this is a good team, too. He went to this game because it's a divisional matchup, and usually these games are close, but the way they just gave them a whooping, I think they left 21 points off the table. I mean, I think they left a lot of points off tonight.
I think you're right. No, I definitely think you're right. There's no question about it. I mean, there are a few things I didn't like when we had the ball at the half-yard line, and they put Hurts under center, and they knew they were going to everybody saw that coming. I'd have had him in a shotgun. And I tried to throw out of the end zone there, like a quick out or something, you know.
What about those? Even the short yardage, what the end around from Zach Pascal? Like, why are you running? That was a bad player to use for that, and just a bad play call in general. I think
that was the third down play after. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good.
Was that was the third down play where they called a timeout, right?
Yeah,
or fourth down or something like. Why did they just quarterback sneak Hurts? I think they Washington called the timeout, and then the Eagles thought about it too much. Right. But there are a few things like that. I still don't understand why they act like Boston Scott's their big back. He's not a big back, dude.
No,
he's not. The Black Line says, I've been telling you guys about Jalen Hurts for almost 2 years. Well, you're right. You're right. Because right now, when I look at Jalen Hurts, if the only thing he needs to do for me to get the extension, he's just gotta be consistent. If he consistently can stay like this the whole year, he's earned his contract.
True that.
You know, that's all he needs, consistency. He's there. He's there with his throwing, reading the defenses. His accuracy is way better. He's there. He's just got to be consistent, and he's going to be the guy. Yeah. I don't see it. I don't see at this point. I don't see how he's not. You know. I mean, he's just good. I mean, he started what? 1 for 5 first 2 drives. The guy, he stays calm. He doesn't get rattled. He settles in, and then he kicks your ass. I think that you saw what the difference is between him and Carson Wentz today. He doesn't get rattled. Carson got rattled, dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Carson starts to press. It totally true. Chris Kaufman Jr., thank you for Super Chat. He goes, whirlwind Carson Wentz. You ain't kidding.
Dude, even after the game, you see at the end of the game when Carson was smiling and he was on the sideline talking to somebody, like, this guy, like, doesn't care. Not only that, I even watched NBC Philadelphia's live stream of the post game, and they showed Carson Wentz at his press conference. He has said the same exact, it was literally a reincarnation of what he used to say at our press conferences. We got to get better. This man, like you said the other day, has taken the easy way out, and he is paying for it. Number one.
Yeah,
100%.
He took the easy way out, and he got out of there because he did not want to fight for his job. And I even heard Seth Joyner said the same thing that I said today. So it's just true. And Hurts, it starts up here. It starts up here. And Hurts mentally has the toughness, the smarts, the intelligence, and he earns the respect of his players around him. and you can see it. Nathaniel, thank you for super chat. He goes, next week will be the first real test. It's going to be a good game next week. It will. And I think, and I'll say this, I think Carson should get booed when he comes to Philly. I think Doug needs a standing ovation.
True.
And once we've booed Carson and we get through the next game, then I'm not going to bother with the guy anymore. You know what I mean? I have not. It's over. It's over.
Right.
Mafia Farm 1, thank you for super chat. He goes, maybe try to get Quez on punt returns until permanent solution found. I didn't like seeing Smitty out there. Oh my gosh. Did you see earlier the first punt? They had Devontae Smith out there. Right. I'm like, what are you doing?
I think because they know Covey is struggling and they wanted to get someone that's just going to grab the ball and just get yards with him. I think that's what they just tried to do.
Yeah. Did Dean play at all? I don't remember seeing him. I'm not saying so. But I tell you what, TJ Edwards. I think you said it last night, right? He might be better than Kaiser. Like, he's all over the field. He's all over the field. And I liked him a few years ago. Like, I thought he was going to be deep, but like he's turning into something. He's turning into Pro Bowl caliber.
And just because Dean's not playing, it's not saying that the Eagles don't have any trust in Dean. Like, you got to play with the hot hand right now. Like, you can't make too many changes. You're in the season now. You can't make too many adjustments. So I think obviously one of those linebackers will get will walk, whether it's Kaiser White, TJ Edwards, and then Dean will come in, and then I think then we'll start something good there.
Yep. Black Light says Gannon called a masterful game. Agreed. I thought he did too. I have no complaints about what Gannon did. Did you feel like? Let me ask you. Did you feel like the Eagles, especially offensively, they let their foot off the gas because they were just saying to themselves like, this guy cannot come back against us. Like they just knew. Like, I never ever felt, Carson's getting rolling. They're gonna. You never felt that.
No, you were pretty confident. But when you see the defensive side, when they were kind of taking their foot off the gas and they were giving those, those big, they got a couple penalties off of too much space and grabbing the face mask, and you're giving up a lot of yards. So I didn't think they were going to come back and beat us, but I just didn't like I don't like them getting easy yards. We gave them points today. We gifted them points today.
Yeah,
literally.
Oh yeah. But they scored their first touchdown with like 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. And then they're going for 2. Then they're kicking onside kick. See, as soon as a team does that to me, I come out with the ball and I play action, bomb on your ass. Like I do think my one complaint about the whole scoring thing, I'm not worried that they can't score in the second half. I'm just worried that Nick Sirianni, I think he needs a more killer instinct. Need to kill. You think Kobe Bryant would let his foot off the gas? He would be cracking necks. That's what you have to do. So I hope that they're learning their lesson and they don't wait until it haunts them in a game. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? I'm going to say this real quick. They watched a video on Kobe Bryant. I guess the Sirianni had the team watch a video on Kobe Bryant and Paul Gasol yesterday on with your teammates and stuff like that. And it's just weird because the score is 24-8. Kobe's numbers. It's
interesting.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah, I saw that video where they're playing the Olympic team and he just basically ran over his own teammate. Yeah, and that's the mindset you need,
Yeah.
I agree. Wyatt says, how did Jags win 38? I don't know. I have to watch the game, but
Herbert's playing with messed up ribs right now.
Yeah, he's playing messed up ribs. But dude, Trevor Lawrence looks pretty good. And Doug's doing a great job. So I think that's a tough game next week. I think the Eagles should win because it's at home. But I'll be honest with you guys, and I said this earlier too. The game that worries me is the Arizona game because I think you go 4-0, mentally you feel good. They're going to be pumped to play a 4-0 team, Zach Ertz team, and Dallas is on the horizon the week after. That's the one, to me, if I'm going to have a trap game, it's going to be right there,
Yeah, the Cardinals' defense is looking a little suspect right now, but all I'm kind of worried about with the Cardinals is Kyler Murray extending those plays for 10 minutes, and our defense is going to be gassed. That's really all I'm kind of worried about with that.
Right. Fatboy Fragrance Reviews, shout out to you. He goes, I can hear Nick Saban when Jalen speaks. We need to finish. Great win. Poor Carson. Yeah. Thank you for Super Chat. Absolutely. Oh, Nick, yeah, September champion, laughing my ass off. Hey, I'd rather be a champion than a loser. Yeah. Listen, we all know that you have to win in November, December, and we all know that. But you can't be upset with what we've seen so far, because there's, the questions that we all had coming in was, how's Jonathan Gannon going to be? How's that defense going to be? And for the most part, he's done a good job. Except for week 1. I had problems with week 1. But then the whole thing with where's Hurts at? How much has he developed? Is he going to improve his accuracy? Can he be a quarterback that can make throws? And all the answers are proven yes. And that makes the Eagles very scary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
I mean, when you look at who really scares you on our schedule, there's nobody that scares me.
No.
Big Z, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Hurts getting MVP chance at FedEx Field. I love it. He should be definitely in consideration. Here's a stat I saw right before I came on. Hurts is the first quarterback in NFL history in the first 3 weeks to have over 900 yards passing, 150 yards rushing. Nobody's ever done it. He's the first in NFL history.
Wow.
That's pretty good. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
We got 937 people between both channels in here. If you guys haven't, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to both channels. If you're in my channel, the link in the description. Go sub up my man Joey Shakes. We do this twice a week, and I appreciate him letting us do a dual stream today because I wasn't able to do a post game. So it's going to be fun. I'm sure cheering for Doug when he comes. Yeah, I think you should cheer for Doug. He's
going to be emotional too. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. He could be. Jags first real tight stop at Vikings. Hey, listen. I think offensively for the Vikings, I think that was a pretty good offense. And at the Eagles, it's going to be a tough game. I think it's a decent game, but I think, and I think a lot of it has to do with our, just trolls and our rival fans. Like to act like they didn't beat anybody, and the Vikings weren't, scary going in. Look what they did to Green Bay. And then I think that people look at Detroit. I think Detroit's a lot tougher than people give them credit for, dude.
No, I think they're a team that's definitely on the rise. I mean, from what we've seen, they don't have Jameson Williams back yet, so we'll see.
Dude, will you please answer this comment, because I don't even have it in me. He says Wentz was shredding our defense.
Why? In what way? How? I mean, he got destroyed.
Wentz didn't even know what Wentz thought he was an Eagle for a while in that game. He was so confused. He didn't know what the hell hit him.
He thought he was getting handshakes from his teammates from a few years ago.
Wentz is lucky he even survived that game. I thought he was going to get benched, dude. I really thought there was a chance in the second half they were going to bench him. He was horrible.
Don't want to do that.
No, because then you got to trade him the next day. 03, thank you for Super Chat. Can we all agree Hurts' deep arm getting a little good? Yeah, no, his deep arm accuracy has got way better. How about that pass, the 45-yard bomb to Devontae Smith to set up the touchdown, where he goes up between two guys? How good is Devontae Smith? I'm telling you, right?
He plays like he's a bigger man. Pause.
I know he is. He does. It's really something. I'm trying to catch up to these. The chat's so quick, but Devontae Smith he's a monster, man. I mean the first catch he had, the bomb, I don't think he got his second foot down, but he still made a tremendous catch. And then Ron Rivera, I don't know what he was waiting for on challenging that, and then he challenges it after the snap. That's a penalty. That's supposed to be a penalty. Right, they didn't call a penalty on him, And then it was 4th and goal. Like, okay, so 3rd and goal, they go for it. They tackle Hurts, and I was yelling, run the kicking team on the field quickly. They go for it on 4th down. He throws a beautiful pass to Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith goes up, mosses another guy, and pulls in a touch. Unbelievable.
Yeah, apparently when they got on the field, because Hurts did change the play. So in the press conference with Jalen Hurts, I guess someone asked him, well, Devontae said that, you guys kind of changed it up, and he gave him a certain hand motion that he was going to get it. And trust his receiver where he can only get it. And Devontae Smith, man, oh my God.
He is a special player, dude. Like, people act like, oh, he's too small. The guy's a special player, dude. Yeah, Robert says he had a bat. Yeah, did you notice that he had a Batman cape on?
I love it.
That was awesome. I'll tell you this, dude. Shit, I forgot what I was going to say. I hate when that happens. I got so many Eagle things going on in my head. But, I know what I was saying. You know how you said he waved him? You notice on the A.J. Brown play, Jalen Hurts noticed on the touchdown, he notices that there's one-on-one coverage on the outside on A.J. Brown. He tells him to run a slant. You can't stop A.J. Brown on a slant one-on-one. No. You can't. And he just throws a touchdown, nice and easy. A.J. Brown's a monster, dude. I love this team. Like, I frigging love this team. I love this team. I love the way they're constructed. I love the personalities on this team. Like, this is a likable, good team, dude. Yeah. I love this team.
Camaraderie and like this is a close, very good cultured football team that doesn't give up, and I love it.
They don't. We got over 1,000 people here for the post game total. Thank you so much for being here. If you do, make sure you hit that like. More importantly, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys for being here. Charlie G says Devontae Smith went nuts today. Yeah, I mean he was a man today. I don't know what else to say. Like
he's a man.
All that crap. He's a man. He's a skinny man, but he's a man nonetheless. I'm telling you, dude. He's awesome, dude. You know, everybody was worried about week 1. He didn't do it. Look at him now. He ain't worried about it now.
I was far from worried after that. I think the media was like, "Oh, he has no catch." You know, like it was just a big scare tactic.
It was just one of those. It was one of those things. Like, there are going to be games where that happens. What did A.J. Brown have today again? So A.J. Brown had only 5 catches. So people worried about him for only getting 5 catches. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't worried about it. And I'm not even worried about Quez not getting any catches today. It's going to happen. There's only so many balls, that could go around, you know?
Yes.
Eagles land says Smitty Moss, Patrick Surtain last year. He is up. He definitely does. Yeah, we got a good team. This team, like I said, the ceiling was that they could go to the NFC Championship game. The ceiling is a lot different. I'm not going to say the words, but all I can say is if they're consistent and they can get a number 1 seed, the sky's the limit. If you know what I mean.
The only way this fails this year is the coaching staff. This is the only way this team is going to fail this year. So
yeah, and injuries. You got to stay healthy. Yeah, knock on wood, you know. But yeah, I mean, so far, yeah, I gotta say, like, Jalen Hurts reminds me of a young Russell Wilson. That's who he looks like on the field when I watch him play. That's exactly who he reminds me of, and I absolutely love it, dude. I love it. You know?
Yeah.
Myron 25, thank you for super chat. He goes, Hurts, Lamar, and Allen are the top 3 MVP candidates, with Lamar having Lamar Jackson's a stud too, but I mean this feels good, dude. And I should say this and bring this up too real quick. The New Orleans Saints lost again today. They lost again. They should be 0-3. They stink. They're going to give us a top 10 pick. They're going to give us a top 10 pick, dude. We're going to get a top 10 pick.
I don't know.
And we're not going to need to use it on a quarterback. I think they're good. I think they could be top 5. They're that bad, dude.
Wow, really?
Yep.
I didn't think they were gonna lose today at all. Like I thought they would have won today.
I bet I actually had in a parlay. I had Carolina winning, but I didn't win the parlay because the Chargers killed me. 03, thank you for super chat. Only reason Wentz couldn't go because TJ put him down. Yeah, TJ Edwards he's a man too. He's fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and on top of that, they lost their right tackle a couple of times as well, so that didn't help their situation on top of the pass rush they were getting.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Eric says, Phil, are you going to any games this year? I don't have anything planned now. If I go back east during the holidays, which sometimes I decide last second, then I would. But at this point, nothing that I know of yet. I think you people are just stuck with me here on YouTube for the time being. I want to go, though, you know.
Definitely.
Today was a good day. Eagles won and Saints lost. Yeah, Saints are 1-2. Saints should be 0-3, dude. That's the crazy thing.
Right.
Hey, Philly Joe, how concerned are you with the coaching staff checking out with the lead?
I hope it's just a plan. I hope it's just a plan to say, okay, well, if Gannon is going to take this foot off the gas, it's because he knows that Carson Wentz isn't going to make any plays, and he's not fearing, he's not fearing him too much. Like that's the only way I could really see. Like it's a game plan that they're not. This isn't accidental. That it's on purpose. And I mean, they have to score in the second. They can't do this every game. You're going to need the points. You're going to need those damn points. So you get into the playoffs, or God knows what happens down the road. You can't take the second half off and take your foot off the gas. No. You just can't.
No, I mean, I just think they've had big leads in every half so far. So I think they just need to attack a little longer. Don't do anything like that until late in the fourth quarter. That's what I say. But I don't think it's a concern. I look at it like penalties. Like I don't think it's a concern, but you need to fix it. You need to clean it up.
Yeah, there are people that think like, oh, like we only can score 24 points, and we could have scored over 40 points in 2 of these games. Like they could have killed these teams.
Their whole process changes. It's like they come out in the half, and it feels like they're almost more worried about taking time off the clock. You know what I mean? Than anything else. So I just think they got to clean it up. Drew says nobody's talking about James Bradbury being locked down. Man, I don't know. I've been talking about that the last 2 weeks. About Bradbury. I thought Bradbury was excellent again today, dude.
Yeah, he's been unstoppable today.
He's been so
all
good.
year. Been great.
I mean, he's been great. Pick 6 week 1. He shuts down Thielen. Then he comes down. Who was he on? Samuel today? I mean,
yeah,
he did a great job. I want to bring him back. I want to find a way to sign him and Slay. I love both of those guys, and I love I love them as a grouping too,
And I think Maddox has become one of the top nickels in the league. I mean, he's playing lights out too. I mean, he's playing fantastic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I thought he was one last year too. He was on Dotson. I mean Dotson. Yeah, that's right. You're right. He was on Dotson. That's true. He was Samuel. Yeah. I mean, he's been good all year. Do you know the significance of Slay's injury by chance?
I mean, I saw a video of him literally jumping up and down, doing like the eagle wave and stuff. So like, it can't be that bad because he was literally jumping up and down doing that. I don't know at all. So it may not be as bad because he's moving around pretty good right now. So I think to give enough rest days this week. Goddard came in the game later on. I saw later.
Yeah, he did.
Right. So maybe it's not as bad. So resting.
He had a shin injury. So who left the game? The offensive line, was it Dickerson? Because Opeta was in at one point. I don't know if it was an injury or they were just pulling guys at that point. I'm not sure.
They might have been pulling, maybe.
Yeah. And I don't know. Anybody hear about the significance of Reddick's injury? That looked like cramp to me.
Yeah, I think
that looked like cramp because they gave him water. He started stretching.
Right. Yeah, I think it was.
System Master Slay said it was just cramps. Yeah, that makes sense. But that's good, though, Nate says, Eagles 35, Jags 23. Oh, man, we're going to talk about the Jags all week,
Mm-hmm.
The Black Line says, Maddox playing so well, the opposing quarterbacks don't even look his direction. Yeah, he was good again today, too. Our corners are good, dude. Our defense is good.
It's good.
What do you feel about Gardner Johnson? I think he hasn't been perfect, but I think he's fitting in okay so far.
Yeah, I think it's just getting acclimated. Like, it's just, it's not like he's been here a whole year already. Like, he's just getting acclimated and just doing his thing. He made a couple stops. I think it was the 4th down when they tried to run in the end zone. He went back there and touched the guy. I think it was McKissick. I forgot who ran the ball. I think he's fine. You know what I mean? I think Marcus Epps is getting hard hits. I mean, he comes in to kill somebody every time he targets somebody on the field. He's great. I like him. Look, I don't know what's going to happen with Garner. I don't know what's going to happen with Gardner Johnson at the end of the year because obviously it's last year of his deal. So you have 2 free agent safeties coming out.
Exactly. Thank you for super chat. He goes, I talked shit before the game due to the defense Hurts had to go against, but this defense is strong enough to make Hurts into a Super Bowl contending quarterback. I love it. it. Thank you for super chat. And Tortyville said Dickerson was the one that left. And he probably just wanted to get him out of the game. You know what I mean? I'm assuming. I have to go back and rewatch it. It's so hard to see. You miss so many things,
Right.
What'd you think of Jordan Davis's play?
I thought he was all right. I mean, look, I thought he was good. I thought he was against. I thought he pass rushed a couple times. I thought he got some pressure a couple times. He looks good. Clogs the hole up. I mean, he had the deflection today. So he didn't have his. So he was late.
He had Carson Wentz by his waist in the backfield, and Carson got away. I think he probably didn't realize how strong he was.
Right.
And he got away, and Carson then ran right into T.J. Edwards, but he got there. I mean, it was his sack.
Now I'm going to ask you this: are you getting kind of nervous right now that Fletch is playing like pretty good right now, and Davis is kind of in his learning stint? Do you think that he could become that by next year?
Yeah, I think he can. I think the biggest thing for Jordan Davis are two things. One, he's got to become a better pass rusher, right? He really didn't have to do that at Georgia. They said that he has to learn that, and he will. And then the other thing is his conditioning. He just got to be better conditioned. Right. And I saw him on the sideline after a couple plays, and he wasn't like. So I was like, okay, that's a good sign,
Just look for that sign.
Yeah, he was like this. I'm like, okay, he's not gasping for air, okay, not pushing people out of his way to
oxygen
breathe.
Tank, he's like,
yeah,
right.
That was a good sign. Battle mode. Bainbridge says, "Talk about Kelsey. I love him. No pause." I mean, what can you say? The guy is consistent. He's probably the best center in football, in my opinion, and he does a great job. I mean,
do you worry about Cam Jurgens having so much of an impact in the preseason and then just being redshirted the rest of the year? Does it kind of make you nervous, like he's missing so much time, or no?
No, because I think he's probably the wealth of knowledge that he is getting from Jason Kelsey watching.
Right.
I mean, you can't ask for a better situation,
True.
Legendary Boards, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, love that Gannon blitzed a lot more today. Finally, he did. He did, and I think he's getting. And this could just be my wish and my hope, but I feel like he's getting more comfortable in realizing that this team's pretty good at blitzing, and they cause a lot of problems, and he's starting to do it more because of that.
Yeah.
Davis and everybody gasped me for air. Oh, you should have seen the week one. Watch him against Detroit. Like one play, he's like, and Fletcher Cox comes out, he's like pushing him. Like he needs all that air all over the place. He needs like 20 feet around him so he can breathe all that air in because he sucks it all in. So he's getting better. Getting better. South Jersey official page. Love you all, guys. I love you too, man.
Love you, dude.
Shout out to you. And Pat Johnson had some pressure today too. Shout out.
Yeah,
to him.
he did. Like he had it he did it in the preseason a little bit, and then I didn't think he was gonna do much. But
you know who I didn't think about one time today? You know who I didn't think about one time? Derek Barnett, because he stinks. And I think Johnson's fine replacement. You know. I'm telling you, this team is a good team. They're good.
They're dangerous.
And if they get that number one seed, it's over. I think Tampa Bay lost today.
Yeah,
they lost.
Did.
Did the Rams win or lose?
I don't know.
But the Eagles, I think they're the only undefeated team in the conference, right? I think the Eagles are the only.
Yeah.
And somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So their Eagles are in first place in the conference right now.
They won 20-12 against the Cardinals.
So they're 2-1.
Yes.
When is your celebration video? It's tonight. It'll probably be late. I'll probably put it up late so that when you guys are waking up in the morning, it'll be ready to go. Rams won. Okay. Giants 500. My thoughts on the Giants-Cowboys game tomorrow is I think Dallas is going to lose. See, it helps the Eagles if Dallas wins because then the Eagles are in first place by themselves, right? But when I hear the Cowboy trolls talking shit, I just want them to lose. So I don't know who I'm rooting for tomorrow. But if Dallas loses, they're 2 games out of first place. AJ always open says, "Man, I love this team. I still can't believe how he made this happen." I know, right? I don't think Howie can believe it either. Okay, I don't believe Howie can believe that things fell the way they did.
No, that man is sitting up there in the press box. He's like, look what I did. Look what I did.
That's what his Napoleon hat, his pocket protector. I still want to. I wish there's some sort of camera when Carson was throwing up and he was yelling at him. Like, I want to see the footage. I want to see it.
His wife cried.
Esmery DeBooth, shout out to you. Eagles, Giants, Dolphins, only undefeated teams left. Yeah, so Giants are 2-0, but they got to win tomorrow. I think they will win. I do. I want Dallas to win, then get destroyed by Wentz. I think Dallas is going to lose to the Giants, and they're going to lose to Washington. Yep, I think they lose the next 2 games.
Damn.
Even if the Giants are 3-0, I'm not scared of them at all either. No.
We faced the Panthers last year when they were 3-0, and they were horrible. And look what happened the rest of the season. So,
root for a tie tomorrow. Absolutely. Super Bowl contenders? I think so. I think that's fair to call them.
Do you think the Giants are going to last? Like what do you think of the Giants so far? Do you think that their winning is going to come to a hold later on?
Going into the season, I saw the Giants much as like the Detroit Lions, like a team that will not win a lot of games, but will be a tough out. So they've won a couple games early on. I don't know. I have to look at their schedule, but I think they're probably the second best team in the division, at least right now. I think tomorrow will be interesting. If Dallas beats them tomorrow, then Dallas is the team that we're going to have to contend with when Dak comes back.
Yeah.
Mr. National, I want the Giants to win and then to start losing from there. Yeah, they got Chicago next week, Giants. So they could win that game too. John Dunham, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, I want to see a Super Bowl where both teams are undefeated. Yeah, that would be crazy, Where's I Love Weeds? I Love Weed in here? I Love Weed.
Yeah,
I don't see him.
Yeah, he's
Where's he at? He's always got something to say.
He's at the bottom. He's close to the bottom.
He's probably burning a big fat one because he loves weed. Oh, there he goes. There he is. I love weed. What's happening? Are we really ranked number 1 offense? I think we are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I think we are. Definitely. So we got over 1,000 people in the chat between the both of us. We thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Eagles start 3-0. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. And if you're in my channel, click the link in the description. Go sub up Joey Shake. Sub up both channels for a lot of Eagles content. If you can't get enough Eagles content and you want to sub. Philly MM, Philly 500. I don't know about the Washington offensive line. Look like complete trash, but a lot of that has causing Wentz to hold the ball too long. Wentz holds the ball too long already. That's always been a problem. But the interior of the offensive line was good, especially. They got destroyed. They're not a good offensive line. It's true. And the hitting and stuff rattled Wentz early, and he never recovered,
Yeah, I think his throwing motion release, he takes big strides with his arm. Like, I think it's his release is just not good either. Just when he gets the ball out sometimes.
I'm here. Good. Denzel watching Batman here. Sorry. The Eagles in to bring Saquon Barkley would be nice yard. They're not going to trade Saquon Barkley to us, though. That's not going to happen. Let's go, Joey Shakes and Philly. Love you all. Let's go, Rick. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. Jim. Yeah, I'm just not a believer in Daniel Jones. Frank says, no threat whatsoever. I'm not worried about the Giants. What I'm worried about is just getting better and being consistent,
True.
Joan Leaf, thank you for Super Chat. Not as many penalties today. No, I don't know how many penalties they ended up with, but it wasn't that much. At one point,
4?
It was like, was it 4 total?
Yeah.
So much better with that. And that's the way that, we were looking at penalties is how I look at scoring in the second half, Oh, man. So Mac Jones is going, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, there's been talks about the Titans, and after losing Taylor Lewan for the season now, so they've actually, I think the guy used to be the beat writer for us. He works for the Titans now. Davenport, his name is. He put out a tweet the other day saying that, speculating that the Titans could have interest in Andre Dillard to take over for them, which would be an interesting one.
That would be really interesting. The Eagles right now, they're going to be big players in the trade deadline. I mean, it's not for a while, but you know, you have to do something about your special teams. You know what I mean? I think you have to, dude.
Right.
You just do. Mr. Hernandez, I sit on my back porch and smoke and watch your videos every day. We appreciate that. Thank you, man. Joan Leaf, thank you for super chat. I think I got that one. Love Weed says, I love you guys. Bless Philly 500, Joey, but go Cowboys, baby. Well, look, it was all good until the but we appreciate that. Yeah, man, it was crazy. Let me see. I'm so far behind on these things. Let me try to catch up. Chris Kaufman, thank you for super chat. He goes, Hurts versus 2 is Super Bowl. That would be that would be interesting as hell.
Nick Saban better be at that game.
The Miami's they're looking good too, man.
Yeah, they do.
They're scary.
Thank God they look good. They're looking good this year. Not last year we had their the pick, so at least we got away with that,
right?
At least.
Yeah, I know that killed us last year. Dwayne, thank you for super chat. We desperately need special teams help. I agree. That's the one thing. Every time they punted, I'm holding my breath because of COVID. Like I'm worried about what's going to happen next.
Yeah, right.
Ryan says, "What do you think of a Washington fan throwing beer at Jalen after the game?" Well, that's classless. I didn't hear about it. I didn't see it, so that's pretty classless. But I mean, they really thought they had a chance. That's the funny thing. Wyatt says 500. Do you agree with me? Dallas Cowgirls, the Poor Giants, and the Huffington Comjassels. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. We need to keep an eye on different teams if they lose a lot around the trade deadline. Yeah, exactly. I think we need somebody to return kicks. It can't be Devontae Smith,
I think he pulls something off. That's what I think.
Yeah. Nate says this not scoring in the second half has to stop. I get it, and it's got to get cleaned up, and I think that they will. But I don't think it's something that we have to be like I don't think we have to be stressing about it yet. You know what I mean? I don't. But we do need to clean it up.
Yeah, true.
Reese, I don't talk about when so much I messed up my words up. I hear you. I feel like better special teams will help us drop 40 burgers on teams. I agree. I don't know who's out there. I don't know. But there's got to be somebody that they can find that can return punts, no?
It's amazing. It's amazing, though, because even the end of the second quarter, they're at the 12. They had a minute 40. They had a minute 40 left, and they got all the way down. I mean, they've done it multiple times. They could have scored over 40 on both of these teams these past 2 weeks. Like no joke. I mean, they put the special teams puts us in a bad position. I think an example is when they got the safety on us. The slow handoff to Miles Sanders, and then Miles Sanders stops, and to see where he's going to go, and then we gave them points today. It's just
we did. No question about it. Yeah, I mean that drive. Before halftime, they were backed up. They just try to get a first down. They get the first down. Then they throw. I think it was over the middle to AJ Brown. He gets up to about the 45-yard line or 50-yard line. Then another play to Devontae Smith. They get to the 45 of Washington, and then they throw the bomb. It's just flawless, man. Bring back Greg Ward for return. I wouldn't be opposed to it. That would be an upgrade. I mean, we'd only get like a yard, a return, or a bunch of fair catches, but I get nervous with Covey, man. I do. K Gunn says Cardinals have looked bad so far through 3 games. They're 1-2, and it took them a lucky overtime to beat a bad Raiders team. I honestly think we're going 6-0 in the bye week. I mean, if we're 6-0 in the bye week,
man,
I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna have to do something crazy on that bye week. I
just sent you the video in your DMs of the throwing of the beer at her.
Oh, okay.
Through the tunnel.
Let me see. Let me see if I can get.
Is it a cup or a can? No, it's not a can. Obviously, it's got to be a cup.
I don't know how do I get this over there onto the thing. I'll just play it in here.
Yeah, it's a short clip.
It's so really short, but so here's what happened. I don't know if you guys can see.
Yeah.
There's a cup goes over his head.
I mean, he missed.
Yeah, he missed. If you're gonna do it, at least hit him.
At least like.
Yeah, Washington stinks. I'm surprised the railing didn't break. You know,
they had a security guard. They had the Eagles, the top security guy. He was holding the railing.
I was wondering if they were going to give Jordan Davis a bonus to just lay back like this one
and breathing hard,
and breathe. Yeah. Toriville says that 1972 Dolphins are going to have hope we lose so we can pop their. Oh man, could you imagine? You figure you got to lose somewhere, right? You got to lose somewhere. So where is it? It's going to be crazy. Cecil said, like I said in Joey's stream, you have to excuse them. They are used to see garbage all over the field. However, usually the garbage has jersey numbers. Very true.
It's true.
It's true. That's crazy. If that was in Philly, it would be like on every front page headline in sports. Eagles classes, Eagle fans throwing, it would be. It would be. Anyone who isn't worried about Jacksonville needs to go watch the defense. They're fast and aggressive. I think it's a tough game. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. Right. I don't. But you still are at home. You got to win the game. Bad news, VA. Thank you for super chat. He goes, he's a man. He's a skinny man. You're missing
out on all these T-shirts. You got Hugh Jassel. You got he's a man. He's a skinny man. You got so many T-shirts you could be making right now.
I know. Huge Jassel. I think I'm a huge Jassel.
All right, stop.
I'm a huge Jassel. That'd be great. Or like you're a huge Jassel. I'm a huge asshole. Why? It would be hilarious. People saying that. Yeah, I'm a huge Jassel. Eagles Army down under Taver. So here we go. It's devolving quickly. Eagles Army down under. Taver super chat. He goes, was that Wentz that threw the beer? Yeah, it was Wentz. That explains the incompletion.
He hit in the crowd.
My God, could you imagine? Hey Philly, do you think we get a running back in the draft or trade deadline? I could see one at the trade deadline.
Yeah,
I could see one in the draft. I definitely think in the draft, but
or just move up Trey Sermon for a week and see what he could do. I don't see why you want the trade for him, and then he went off waivers, so I don't get how you're not playing him now. It makes no sense to me.
Would you try Boston Scott at punt returns?
Yeah, I said that in my stream earlier today. I'm like, why isn't he's got that Darren Sproles build? I don't know why that he wouldn't be even from the start of training camp. Why he wasn't ever a contender for it?
Because when he was with New Orleans briefly. They used him as punt returns. He had a couple good. I think that would be my game plan next week. I think I would I'd let Boston Scott return punts and give him an opportunity. And I would in the meantime have my GM start looking, see what's out in the free agent market. Even look at practice squad guys. Maybe there's somebody on a practice squad who was really good at that in college.
Right.
Dank, what's up? Philly 500. If I catch it, I'll catch it. I promise I won't fumble. I'll catch that mother humper. But all I'm doing is running straight like this. I'm putting my head down and running straight. I'm going to bowl some people over. I bet you I get more yards than Covey. Monteri says, I think we did it before and somehow stopped letting balls. Yeah, I think that's the play, man. I think I'd let Boston Scott return punts.
Yeah.
There was one punt where Covey had a ton of room, and he started running backwards. You're going the wrong way, dude.
He's got Rager syndrome.
Yeah, I think Rager, they said, muffed the fumble today. Muffed the punt. K-Gun says, you don't have to lose somewhere. You don't have to lose somewhere with Hurts as the leader. And his mentality. He's like to celebrate, but back to the work the next day. Listen, I know you don't have to, but it's just, it only happened, twice that we saw in the regular season? He
He sits on that bench and he just stares out in space with an evil stare. Like that guy doesn't over celebrate anything. Carson makes these stupid faces and he walks to the sideline.
He was laughing on the sideline and he was getting their ass kicked. And I was like, if I was a Washington fan, I'd be pissed off.
If I have a player, I'd be pissed. Yeah, I'd be pissed.
Yep. Burn Network says, where is Devin Allen? Yeah, great question. But they never even tried him at a return game, did they?
No, I think kick returns.
Does Hugh Janus have anything to do with Hugh Jackson? I thought this was a legit question, dude. I'm like, oh, who's Hugh Janus? Is he on a practice squad somewhere, returner? I'm thinking, guy got me that one. You think we match up better against the Bills or Dolphins? That's a good question.
Ooh. I'd say they'd have. I'd say that. Yeah, maybe we'd have a difference because I think they. It depends.
I would rather play Miami than Buffalo.
They know them well, a lot better.
I would because I don't know. That's just me. Philly 500. That's because Kobe is built like a Build-A-Bear. 100% a Build-A-Bear. That's hilarious. He really is. There was one time he ran there was 4 Redskins or Washington. There were 4 players, and they were straight ahead, and there was nothing on the edges. And he runs right into the 4 guys.
He pops
like,
up,
oh my God.
And he pops up like this.
Like, oh my gosh. Like I was thinking the wind up to a Christmas, and then it pops out of the box.
Jack in the Box, yeah.
Yeah, Jack in the Box, yeah. Nelson Aguilar fumbled today too. Stinks. We have to be ready to play next week. Well, you know who didn't fumble today? J-Jaw. You know why? Because he doesn't have a team. We have to be ready to play next week. The pattern with Hurts is that he will start slow first drive and then do well afterwards. It's gonna be an interesting week. It's gonna be a fun week. But Doug is doing a hell of a job right now in Jacksonville. You got to give it to him. And Trevor Lawrence I think is a good player.
Yeah.
Night Riders, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, fellas, Hurts is the real deal. I agree. I think you're absolutely right. He is. You know?
Definitely.
Yeah, Matt Collins balled out with the Raiders. Raiders are 0-3. You're 0-3 in the AFC West, you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble, you know? That's a tough division.
Yeah, like 100. What do you have? Like 150? I forgot what he had over 150 yards. Like he balled out. Crazy.
Did he? Jeez.
Yeah.
Battle Mode Bainbridge. He says, sign Hurts as soon as you can, Howie. I don't think the Eagles can't sign Hurts until after the season is over. Then they can sign him because
they can't do it during the year.
No, because it's he's a rookie on a rookie deal, and you have to play. I think he has to play because he's a second round pick. I think he has to play 3 full years, and then after his 3rd full year, I believe, he can sign it. But I don't think they can do it right now. He has to play, and then he's not eligible until the end of the year. But this all season, you got to sign him. You have to sign him. What are you going to do? Hold out and go into the last year, and then he plays like this? He's going to be top 2 quarterback payment. You got to pay him. You know.
Yeah.
Rodney says Devontae Adams wants to go back to Green Bay. I bet he does, man.
0-3. Like who would have thought? Like they got overhyped. I mean, they got overhyped.
Yeah. Real fan. 3 full years before. Yeah. So as soon as the season's over, you know, he's eligible, and you got to get it done. I think all the teams lost in the AFC West. That's something.
Wow.
The Jacksonville. It's going to be a tough game. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch that Chargers Jacksonville game. I want to see this team because I haven't watched them this year at all. You sign Hurts and hope you can get him for sub $40 million a year. Right now, well, Kyler Murray's making $44 million. I think Jalen Hurts is worth more than that. So forget getting him at a discount. He's going to be a $45-50 million. You know what I mean?
True.
Sign Rusty Bullet Tool. I know, Rusty. Oh my God, bullet hole, butthole. Yeah, I think I get it. To return punt, right? Is it Rusty Bullet Hole? Right, butthole.
Yeah.
Right. Man, you guys are killing me, man. Is Jalen the franchise quarterback? What position we draft next year? I think at this point you have to say he is. He's got to be consistent, I think, the rest of the year, but he's on his way. And then that opens up 2 first-round picks. I think one of those first-round picks, in my opinion, has to be a defensive end. Has to be. And another one, I wouldn't mind, me personally, like, let's say you draft a defensive end and then a cornerback in the first round, and then bring back Bradbury and Slay and let the rookie learn behind them. I would like something like that,
Do that.
Yeah. Defensive end, absolutely. No, there's no Streamlabs link to donate, just on YouTube. Your boy Covey's going through it. Listen, he's practice. He should be on the practice squad, just focusing on that. That's what I think, really.
True. Yeah. For now.
Rusty Bullhole's an old a-hole. Okay, Rusty Bullhole. I got it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're killing us. Jags going to destroy you, Eagles. Cry, Eagles, cry. Oh, God. Must be a Cowboy fan.
It's like this every week. They say the same thing every damn week.
Every week. I know. They said, oh, you beat the Lions. Minnesota's a really good team. It's one of the best offenses. You're not gonna be able to handle them. We beat them. Oh, you just beat Minnesota. Oh, you're going to lose to Carson Wentz. He's going to get his revenge. Washington's pretty good. We beat them. Oh, you guys just beat Washington. So sick of hearing
Look at the Vikings today. Like, Jefferson only had like 18 yards. That's all he had today. He didn't have a game today. Like, things just happen. Like, there's things that some teams are just falling apart.
Yep. I'm sure Detroit looked exactly with the Eagles, how they played Jefferson and went out and did it again. C. Shield says, we got to have the foot on the gas a little more over the course of the game because some high-scoring offense, we're going to have real problems, but defense is amazing, though, and we in for a great season. Agreed. Because when you take your foot off the gas and a team starts getting in a rhythm, dude, sometimes you can't turn that thing. It just doesn't turn back on. You know what I mean?
True, yeah. Right.
Yeah. Bonzali, we didn't beat them. We crushed them. I mean, this game was never, from the first snap, this was never even contested. I never, never in the second half did I have any fear that they were going to come back. I didn't have any fear.
No.
Keith Patrick said 500, we broke Jefferson's confidence. Hey.
Sometimes it goes from one game to another. Like, so maybe because he said, oh, my God, like somebody actually like covered him.
Could you imagine if like he's never the same? That one moment in time, just he's never the same. He becomes the next Jalen Reagor. The real fan says maybe 500 was right about Jefferson being ass. I don't think he's ass. I think Detroit. I think people are sleeping on Detroit. I think Detroit's better than people think.
Yeah.
Philly Boy says there's an underrated rookie from TCU who is a good kick return. His name is Dick Sack.
Nah, TCU. Nah, we're done with these. We're done with these teams.
No. You can read this one. I don't.
I think Stu Pedasso is a free agent. We could use him. I think Stu Pedasso. Stu Pedasso.
I don't know.
Stu Pedasso.
I don't know. That one, it's going over me. Rodney Weiss says, Woogie says I got to do better. Yeah, Woogie's got to do a better job. Carson was full-blown Woogie today. When he had his helmet on, I was like, oh, my God, look, the dots are starting to come. It was great. Chris Bay, Denver Super Chat, he goes, since the Saints look like trash, we should draft Willie B. Hardigan. Willie B. Hardigan. I just want to know, like, do they sit up there all day thinking of connections, and then wait for our show to try them out?
No, stupid Dasso means stupid a-hole.
Oh, stupid asshole. Oh, got it. Yeah, that's great. MLF David Super Chat, he goes, hope Dallas goes 1-16. Giants will fall apart later. I really think Dallas is losing tomorrow. I do. What's the most you pay Jalen Hurts? I don't. I mean, it's hard to know, but he's going to get paid. You're probably going to have to overpay.
Wow.
I don't see a choice.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, depends where trust me, wherever he goes this year.
Yeah. Only 3 undefeated teams left, and we are one of them. Yes, we are. And hopefully, we'll see what happens with the Giants tomorrow. So stupid. I got it. John Dunn, thank you for super chat. Seymour Butts. Well, that one's been done on us before.
Yeah, right.
Looks pretty good coming out of PCU. Man. T. Patrick says 500. People are definitely sleeping on Detroit. They are much more talented than people think. They just need to string some wins together. I think so, too. I think did they play Dallas this year? Because they will beat the crap out of Dallas. 40 boy, love you. He says Dixie Normus in the first round or Mike Hunt. Oh my God!
See,
dude,
once it starts, the stream is done.
All we're doing is we're just trying to honor the people's chats. House Nelson, you're going to be very sad tomorrow. Enjoy your wonderful night tonight because I think tomorrow's going to be depressing.
Sleep well.
He says, let's go to... What?
Just sleep well. Sleep well.
Sleep well, yeah. Let's see. We want Dallas to win just enough games to avoid top 7 pick. True. So they can't draft the top quarterback and also must the playoffs. Then their fans will go ballistic. Yep. Rager's stink is rubbing off on Jefferson. That's crazy. If Jefferson struggles next week, then we might have something there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So, so we're over an hour in. We got over 1,000 people still in the chat.
Wow.
We thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure to subscribe to both channels. You guys are awesome. Here's a super chat. Let me see what this says. Knight Rider, thank you for super chat. He goes right guard and defensive end in the draft. Yeah, I wouldn't mind upgrading that right guard spot too.
Yeah, they're gonna need. Yeah, depending what, like, if Driscoll's the backup right guard, right tackle. I mean, they're gonna need a left tackle too. So
yeah, Lester, he says this chat is hilarious. This is every week. It just devolves into something else.
It is toxic.
It just happens. John Dante for super chat. He goes, how about Jarvis, Jammer, Jarvison, Lamar? He's good. Jarvis.
Just imagine that.
How? Oh my God.
Jamar Javaris.
Rodney White says the Robins on the team were Rager and Arthega-Whiteside. Yeah, Robins. Dude, that's brutal. Chris Bailey, David Super Chat. He goes, that stud Dixon B tweener legs out of 10 Oh my God, this is crazy.
Dixon B tweener legs.
Dixon. Oh my God. We need more defensive ends on our team. I agree. I'm like, that's a safe comment to click on. Philly, we up. I don't even know what do you mean we're up? What's up?
Pause that.
Yeah, we need a running back. Yeah, we definitely need a running back. I think you would get a running back in like second or third round, though. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. LB Fish Transport, shout out to you, man. He says Dallas got the Lions and the Vikings on their schedule, and I believe that both teams going to beat Dallas trash ass. I can't wait, dude. I can't. Steve H, thank you for super chat. He goes, you guys should do it after House of Dragons. I didn't even know that was on. I haven't even watched
I never watched
original Game of Thrones yet.
Mm-mm.
I haven't. 500's paranoid. I mean, they should sign Hurts' cousin Michael Lita Hurts. Who? Michael Lita. I think I know what it means. Rock says, I love how I loved how number 91 played. Pause. Oh my gosh. He says, "Yeah, I'm late because I was watching House of Dragons." Oh, okay. I haven't even watched Game of Thrones yet. 40 boy Dave for Super Chat goes, "What about crispy bacon? Heard he's such a big." Isaac says, "Hey Phil, you like Star Wars?" I love the original. I mean, Empire Strikes Back is one of my favorite of all time. I like The Mandalorian. But if you want to say what's my worst movie of all time, it's The Last Jedi. Absolutely, with all the hate you could have, absolutely hate that movie.
I love The Last Jedi, my favorite film.
Oh my god, dude, that movie! Don't get me started. I get literally angry when I start talking about that movie. It just hurts me. But I watch Star Wars. I'm a big fan of the originals. Cole's Cowboy, Dave for Super Chat. He goes, "You all do realize Dallas will be all the way healthy by week 6. Even if they're healthy, you think that scares me?"
Bro, Go ahead.
Listen, Coles. Let's just go through this right now. Let's go through the teams real quick. There's only one player on your team that scares me. One player on your team that I can say is absolutely better than what we have. And that's Micah Parsons. He is a stud. But we have better quarterback. We have better wide receivers, a better offensive line, better tight end. Our defensive line as a whole is better. I think you have Micah Parsons, like I said. The rest of our linebackers, I'll put up against your linebackers. We have better cornerbacks than you guys, and I think we have better safeties than you guys. The only place you got us beat is return game and Micah Parsons. How are you going to beat us? That's what I think.
You haven't even touched us yet on the schedule. Like you can't be that sure of yourself. Like.
I mean, Cincinnati is not the Super Bowl team last year.
No,
it's not the same team. It's a new year. Philly boy Dave for Super Chat goes, LSU running back Mike Litteris draft. He can pound it. Oh my god. We're getting super chats so they can put these names out. This is crazy. Ling Mac. Oh my god. Kyle Davis super chat. Huge ass is an underrated nose tackle. Huge ass is yeah. Oh man. Huge jassel. This has always happened to us. We don't try to have this happen. Chris Bailey, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, my favorite film stars the award-winning actress Wilma Dickfit. I'm getting so dizzy. I'm going to pass out. Oh my god. We're so getting demonetized now. Thank you for super. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Hey Phil, you should be scared of the Cowboys and Joe Boo Sports. Why? Mark Holmes, he doesn't even believe the Cowboys can beat the Giants. If he really, I know Mark Holmes. I've been doing these videos for 2 years, 3 years. He's not going to take a chance. If he thinks Cowboys are going to win, he'll make a bet. But the fact that he wouldn't bet Pizzle all week, all week, a friendly way or something, it tells me he knows that the Giants can't or Dallas ain't beating the Giants. So that tells me everything I need to know about what Cowboy fans really think about their team. That's the truth.
Right.
Cole's Cowboy Dave for Super Chat goes, we double moonwalk y'all. You ain't no chance. You can't even catch our ass. It ain't gonna happen. But I'm serious. He will not bet Pizzle. And they did this the last few years. So why all of a sudden are you ignoring him now? The only reason is because he's scared. He knows that they can't beat Giants. That tells me he doesn't believe in his team. That's really how I see it. Now, he doesn't have to bet them, but I know why he's not. If he thought they were going to win, he would bet them.
Right.
JP King, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, we need to get the punt returner from Ohio State. I think his name is Dixon Side. Oh, my God. I'm done, dude. I walked right into that. I thought it was a real name for a second. This is chaos. This is chaos. I don't know. John Dunn, thank you for Super Chat. You can read this one. I don't know what does it say?
Huckalakanaka. Hakanaka kikalika. Haka fuck.
Oh my God. This is mayhem. 40 boys, I really like the linebacker. The meat is hard. I don't know where they make these names up from. 5-point Willie Fister. This is insanity. What is happening here? Mike Halo, I don't know. I'm afraid to say anything. Wentz wasn't a fan of Cox and Swell. Oh, man. The Philly shakedown is in full effect. Oh, my God. Oh, this is insane. You guys are crazy. This happens every time. Thank you for Super Chat, Mr. Woods. I'm lost with the names, but I just don't know. How do they come up with these names?
I don't know.
I could never think of all those names. John Dunham, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, it's from Key and Peele, East versus West YouTube. Oh, okay. I've never seen it. Devin, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, Saints will be terrible and have a decently tough schedule. That will be a top 10 pick for sure. Would be nice to get Will Anderson. Or Ben Overbich. Will Anderson. Yeah. Is that not real? I walked into that one. He set that one up good because it was all good until the very end. Mark Holmes in a turtleneck. Haga Gaga Maga is a monster. What? Oh my God. My wife's gonna be like, what are you saying all those names for? Alexander, thank you. He says Ben Overbich is a stud out of Miami, Ohio. Oh man.
I'm done.
I'm scared. Yeah, Ben Overbich. Well, that's what I thought it was too. Giants over Cowboys, yeah. No, Will Anderson's real. I know Will Anderson. Yeah, I mean, I'm like thinking if he's the guy everybody thinks he is. Let me ask you. Let's say he's a stud defensive end. He's top 3-4 pick. Would you consider trading 2 first-round picks to get him?
For what he could do, probably. I would.
Yeah.
I would. It's gonna be tough. Like how he's been in the trick and trade of trading a first round pick back, always having two. Like if you trade a first round pick back, like I mean, unless if Howie, the front office, the coaching staff, if they know they're in to go, make a run next year, or if that's what they're going to do, you could always trade one of those first round. You'd use those 2 first round picks on a stud player, or you trade one of those picks back. So for 2024, you'll have 2 firsts and 2 seconds. It's always an option they have.
Yeah. Well, that Saints pick is really key. Like if that could be a top 10 pick, that puts you in the neighborhood to do something like that. You know what I mean? You got to figure the first 2. We'll see. How many quarterbacks go 1, 2. All those kind of things. It's hard. I mean, it's so early right now. I haven't even started watching college football yet because I'm always busy on Saturdays. But Yeah, we'll go back and we'll have time to watch all that stuff. But
yeah, right.
I think, but you need another defensive end. You just do. You know. Bad news via David Super Chat. He goes, Phil, you still a fan of Fletcher Coxsack? Yes, I'm a big fan of Fletcher's Coxsack.
He's been playing really well, like really well.
You're a fan of Coxsack too? Oh, good. We're gonna get banned from YouTube. Have you seen the stud from TCU, Craven Moorhead? Oh God, we could just do this all day. Oh, gosh, Alexander David Super Chat. He goes, breaking. Dallas is interested in signing. See a dick. This is just we are gone, dude.
Oh man,
we are gone. All right, guys. Well, it's almost an hour and a half in, so I think we should end the stream before we get more trouble than we already are. But no, seriously, thank you guys for joining. Great win today. We're 3-0, and you know, enjoy this game tonight. Talk about it tomorrow, and then Tuesday. That's what I do. Tuesday comes, it's on to Jacksonville. But we got to go 4-0 now. That's the key. Get to 4-0 is huge, you know, and we'll see. But we thank you guys for joining us. We had over 1,000 people between both streams. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to both channels, subscribe to Joey Shakes.
Yes.
I will have a victory cigar tonight. Yeah, I have to go smoke. I got more Mike Hunben, Dover Nick. Oh my gosh. I can't even read. I'm afraid to read all those.
Kerr, Mike, Cox, Long, Kimmy,
Jablomi Ray, Pisty Hugh Direction. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where do they get this? Is there like a book with all these names?
There's got to be something.
Because I'm like, I could never think of it. Flipman, thank you for Super Chat. Goes All-American right guard Barry McCockinen from Iowa or Jagby off defensive end from USC. Oh my god. I'm scared. Adam Scott, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, I thought Dallas was signing Dixie. Apparently not. They're not going to do that. Oh my god. You guys are awesome. This chat is always so fun. It's fun. You guys are the best. You definitely are the best. And enjoy the win. I will have a cigar video later tonight. Joe, I'm sure you probably have a video later too. So thanks again, guys, for joining us. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to both channels. And with that said, we're going to let you guys go and let Mark Holmes take us out. I will be streaming, by the way, Cowboys Giants tomorrow night. So look for that. Peace.
One more play. We had one more. You gotta be motherfucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
what
running from
a...
What
you doing? What was that bullshit? That is not right. Tell him more. He's gotta be better, man. Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more play. We had an opportunity to win that game at the end. But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us. I'm upset, but the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. Yeah, we had an opportunity for one more play. Hi, Michael Anthony Fitness here, MAF.